Project managers as leaders. What's important? A few years ago, I played a friendly volleyball game in which the opposing team's captain was focused on winning. He was a competent player, but without patience, constantly shouting at his team, blaming them for mistakes, because he wanted to win. He nominated himself as the leader, but he played alone. On the other hand, we chose our captain because we responded to him well as a leader. He looked after our team, radiating positivity, encouraging and motivating us. In fact, he even had motivation to spare for our opponents. We ended up winning the game. The first captain wasn't a good example of leadership. He used positional power, coercive power, while our leader created relationships with us based on charismatic leadership, referential and relational power. As project managers, we must produce results without seeking power or authority, using our influencing skills, creating an atmosphere of trust and respect. From my point of view, leadership qualities can be divided into three domains: people, competency, and strategy. When we talk about the people category, we think about creating relationships with those around us. Communication is crucial. A leader needs soft skills like emotional intelligence, empathy, and active listening skills. They must be able to inspire and show respect, collaborating successfully with others. They must create team spirit through being trustworthy, managing conflict effectively, empowering their team, mentoring and motivating, all of which creating an environment where the team can perform their best. Building trust is critical for working with people. One of my previous managers, who I liked and respected, built trust with the team by giving us authority, autonomy, empowering us, and coaching us to be more independent. He treated us more like his peers than his employees, and he didn't create a division based on his power or position. This was especially important because there was also an age gap between us, and he treated us and coached us as though he was one of us. This manager was demonstrating servant leadership, relying on relationships and communication to drive success. The second domain I see is competency. This is a very personal thing. A good project leader will need to be really self-aware. They will need to practice self-reflection, considering their actions, evaluating their skills, always looking to see how they did and how they can improve in the future. Project managers also need to be highly self-motivated. Their drive must come from inside them, rather than relying on others to inspire them. This is a hallmark of a leader. Self-confidence will be needed, as well as self-management. They need to be confident in their actions and decisions, and disciplined to deal even with challenging tasks. We've all worked with someone who wanted to be a leader. No doubt they reminded us often that they were the boss, that we had to do as they said. The result of their leadership will be that the team will leave the organization. They want respect based on their position, but they don't want to earn it through their leadership qualities. What about strategy? As a project managers, we have to think beyond the project. Most project managers are focused only on finishing the project. It's more important to think about the long-term impacts. To be excellent leaders, we should be more than project managers. We should be project leaders, considering the business impact, not just the project. Dealing with a team is only one aspect of leading projects. We have to have long-term vision. I mentioned that the project managers must self-reflect. We need to pause and take stock of the skills we have, analyze our performance and interactions, see how we could do better. This includes getting our team's input. We need to be constantly learning, but learning is not enough. We have to practice what we've learned, especially in pressured situations, then evaluate our ability. To sum up, I would say the best approach is to be an authentic leader in everything you do. This facilitates all other aspects of leadership. If we are sure of our beliefs, taking care of truth and qualities, we will naturally be successful. If we go for success and allow qualities to be forgotten, we will fail, just like the volleyball game. We must want to do the best for our stakeholders, and we have to want to make it possible for our teams to achieve and make a difference. If we go for power and prestige, we won't be successful, and we won't be authentic leaders. If I have a motto for project managers who are leading, it's this: leadership is not only about yourself or your competency, it's about people, about your teams, about business and strategy. And we can learn this.